Yeah, what's up? Hey, what's up, guys? It's Max. This is pretty new to me, just doing something like this, so it's cool to be able to like stream, pod, meet. It's awesome. Cool at everything. Butt phone. What was the reasoning behind the dislike? Yeah, this is definitely like not anything I've been playing recently. So it's a nice escape. It came at like the perfect time. Oh yeah, Patty, just push him out. Yeah, that reminds me, I do have to go try to find Tarantula Island again. So I totally lucked out with it. I didn't even know where the hell I was. I'm like, oh, this is a dumb island. There's nothing here. And then I got jumped by a bunch of spiders, and I was like, oh, this is this island. Okay. Yeah, when they say Infinite Tarantula Island, there was like 10 on screen at the same time. It's horrible. Yeah, I did the digging a hole and standing in the middle of it maneuver. Yeah, so if you dig hole, I mean, I guess I could have done it even bigger, but I did them in like a cross and just stood in the middle, so they'd run at me, I'd jump into the middle, and then they just, sometimes they would actually slip through the cracks and find you, but for the most part, you just stand and wait for them to meet the net and just... Yeah, I made like I think I made 312,000? Yeah, that's about it. I don't know, I spent it all in turnips, so. Yep. Oh man. I have never played an Animal Crossing before this game. Never, no. I don't know why it didn't interest me before. It just, I don't know, it didn't come at a time where I was into this kind of game, so it was just funny. And it wasn't even my idea to buy this game, it was my wife's idea. It was Jess's idea to buy this game. I was like, I don't know if I really want it. But now I play it all the time. Oh. The whole thing. Oh. Big oops. I have it on audio. Should it be audio out capture? Oh, I'm dumb. Alright, okay.
Only makes it so you can hear us. You think you can probably add your microphone and your speaker.
I'm gonna remute Discord and listen to YouTube to make sure that it's working. So if I don't talk, it's because I can't hear you.
Okay, I added it, so hopefully this works.
You got both of them now? Alright, we'll just wait for that to catch up.
Oh my god.
Sorry, everybody. Looks like we haven't been talking this whole time.
It's just been me making random comments. What the hell is he talking about?
All right, it is working again.
Oh my God.
I just heard Rich talk.
Yay!
Okay. Woo!
So do we
Now-
start over, or did it never capture you guys at all?
I don't think it ever captured any of us.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
well, real welcome. No,
Yeah.
hello.
Hello, for real this time,
I'm Rich.
for everybody.
I'm Rich. I've been playing Animal Crossing since 2002 on the GameCube, and every mainline series ever since.
Nice.
And I'm on the right.
Yes.
Okay, everything should be working now.
Woo.
Good.
I've muted the YouTube. I have Discord actively
Good.
listening, so we should be
It-
good to go. We should be okay.
Why don't you introduce yourself, Ryan?
Well, okay. Let's redo the introductions for us. I am Ryan. I've been playing this game. Well, okay. Yeah, I have to retell the whole story. So I played the GameCube Animal Crossing. Then I didn't play a single game until this one. And I'll give all the credit for being excited for this game to my wife, because Animal Crossing has been her series. She has absolutely loved this game franchise. She has put so many hours into it cumulatively. And so she was excited about it, which got me excited for it, and I've been loving this game. But I had a stupid dislike for this whole series because when I was a kid, I rented the GameCube Animal Crossing. And when you rent it, you don't get the special memory card. And because of that, I had to use my regular memory card, so I had to delete all of my game progress to make room for Animal Crossing. And when it didn't immediately make me happy in the first 30 minutes, I acted like a stupid kid. I was like, oh, this game's stupid. This whole series is awful. It's not the type of game I like, which means it's bad.
It just turns out you need more than half an hour.
Yeah,
to get
exactly.
anything with it.
Exactly. But I've been absolutely loving this game.
Hold on. Did we lose Max?
What up? No, I hope
Oh,
not.
okay. Okay, I had a minor panic attack for a minute.
There we go. I'm good.
Well, I'm glad that you stuck with it, Ryan, even though I have never played until now, which we already mentioned, but, yeah, it's so weird to be so new and have it feel pretty second nature doing everything right now. I played for a week, and I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with this game. And I like that, and I'm mad
Yeah,
I never
same.
played one before this.
Well, let me tell you,
Yeah,
some stuff
I
used
can't
to
agree more.
not be optimized. Not be good. It was a lot stuff. Some of the progression, or just actions, super slow.
What about, so there was never crafting before too, right? Is that something new?
Yeah,
No,
that's new for this one.
They basically pulled that out of Pocket Camp,
Okay.
because that was introduced there.
I like the crafting and it feels supernatural, so I'm not supernatural.
I'm a fan. I think it
super
adds to
normal.
it.
Yeah. It does get kind of annoying when you're right in the middle of doing a bunch of stuff and you have to run back and build something again, but I think it just, I think that just adds seemingly more realism. I don't know.
No,
In a
it's
game
definitely
that's
good.
not really realistic. I'll run away from the table. Here we go.
So
We got Mike Kenny joining us in the chat
Mike.
right now.
What up, Mike?
What's happening, Mike?
Come to the stream.
Yeah. Or one.
Oh, I got that.
Mike's been playing a lot too, right? I'm not really sure. I just assume everyone's
You know,
been
I really-
playing Animal Crossing, and then when they're not, I just am like, alright, whatever.
Well, this is a funny time. I mean, everyone is playing Animal Crossing.
Because there's not a lot to do
Not a lot
outside
to do.
or in the real world, so this is how you hang out with people.
In case you're watching this in the future, there's a pandemic going on right now.
Oh yeah,
Global.
COVID.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we'd be remiss if we didn't say something about that.
True.
I haven't been to work in this is my second month, so
Holy crap.
I know.
I think I've been. Oh, now that you say that, yeah, I think it's been 3 weeks now. I don't know. I don't.
My work told us to start working from home. I think it was March. Oh god, let me go back.
How do
March
I
20th was the first day I worked from home.
How do I convince my company to do meetings just like we're doing?
I don't know.
Show
It'd
him
be
this
awesome.
video. From the point where we started getting all the audio correct.
It's okay. We kind of don't get the audio correct in our daily calls either. So
There you go.
Exactly. So it's just as many technical issues as a regular Zoom, WebEx, or Microsoft Teams call.
seriously, though.
All the same issues.
I will say that we fixed it a lot faster than my company's done. We've had 2 meetings where like people just joining and trying to talk have just crapped it out, and it's been like a week since we've had this conversation. And of course, it's about COVID-19, which all the information is changing.
wanna hear it.
daily. So like,
Yeah, absolutely.
so it's like, so yeah, this meeting hasn't really been relevant because we changed all the information. So we're just gonna kind of wing it right now. I'm like, so do I need to be here? I mean, is this newsworthy, or did you just email me this 2 hours ago? But here we are.
Is this an email that could have been done in an Animal Crossing session?
Guys, here's my friend code. Just come on over. Don't touch any of my stuff.
Come to Pawnee. I got a nice office table set up. We can talk it over.
Yeah,
We can
plus I
plan
got
it
pears,
out.
I got peaches, I got oranges, I got apples.
Got coconuts. Got whatever you need. I have a cow who wants to be a pop star, and a very friendly horse that's based off Rihanna.
Oh.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I mean-
Renee, one of
Oh,
our
Renee.
villagers, is based off Rihanna.
That's hilarious.
Nice.
Oh man. I mean, I guess I was gonna bring that up later, but I guess I wanted to talk about that because I don't really know anything about this series, so I don't understand the like good versus
Mhm.
bad villager kind of nonsense.
It's all personal preference, really. But
I just like all
mean-
of my people. They're all like nice and just
there's like
interesting. I don't know.
200, a pool of like 200 of them or some shit.
No, are they all available right at the beginning? I thought there was like a set chunk of them that it could be possible.
I mean, what I would say is I think yes, but I probably would expect them to do special releases too,
Okay.
or something.
All right.
But there's a ton of them. But each of them only has like one of 4 different personality types. Like,
So this is the kind of thing that I like. So every once in a while, there's something new that I come across that I start to get into, and then I get into it hard. So then I start reading
yeah.
wikis and theories and all that. And Animal Crossing has become one of those. So there's like all different kinds of personalities. There's like Jock, Smug.
Yep.
Renee specifically is a one called Sisterly, which I didn't know that was a thing.
oh, I didn't know that was either.
That's a personality type introduced in New Leaf.
Uh,
But then there's like, God, I'll just go through the list because there's more than you would expect.
yeah, I thought it was.
So there's 8. So females can be normal, peppy, snooty, or sisterly, and male can be cranky, jock, lazy, or smug.
That's the
I
last
definitely
person.
have a couple jocks,
Oh yeah.
but I think one of
Keep
my
talking.
females is kind of a jock. But they all kind of do workouts and stuff, right? Like that's like a normal thing.
Well, yeah.
I think sisterly kind of does some workout stuff because there are times where like I've seen Renee like in the plaza just like doing yoga stretches and whatnot,
Yeah, I
or she'll
have.
just start Naruto running across the island.
I always have what is it? So my first 2 were Rocket and Sprocket, which was pretty freaking hilarious. I was very pleased with that. But they both work out like near each other, which is weird. But they're always like they're passively aggressive to each other. Like I found something that was Rockets, and then she gave me something else and said if I didn't want it, I could just prank Sprocket with it. And I'm like, what?
Oh,
Why? I
hilarious.
can't even do that. Like, I'd love to, but... And then I just think it's adorable when Flurry does workouts because she's a hamster. She's Getting them gains.
We have Hamlet in our village. He was one of the first two. Was Hamlet and Renee, and he's a jock hamster. And Gina found a one of those muscle shirts. Like it's literally like a blue tank top with fake muscles. And she gave it to him, and I don't think he's taken it off since she gave it to him.
That's awesome.
Yo, I somehow got 2 anteaters. Snooty and Antonio.
Really?
Yeah. I don't really care for them. It's not because they're anteaters.
It's because they're
You just don't like their personalities.
They're just a little boring. Honestly, I have one mouse on my island, and he's made of cheese. Alright, I couldn't even make this up. His name is Chatter,
Oh,
my
fuck.
and his little
Chatter.
tagline is fromage.
Oh
I
my
love it.
god.
And he wears a tuxedo.
He sounds perfect. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's pretty great, actually.
Oh,
I think there's like 2 penguins, 2 anteaters, a crocodile. Not even
Yeah.
good crocodiles.
I have a monkey, a robot.
What? You have a robot?
Yeah, Sprocket is a robot.
It's like a robot ostrich, I think.
Yeah, he's
oh
awesome.
Oh, that's amazing! I can't believe you got him.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about any of these people. Like you, yeah, I was like, okay, I mean, I can deal with this. This is cool. And then I
really
think,
want a Ribot.
the robot.
Exactly what it sounds like.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like all my villagers. Who are the other 2? I only have like 5 because I haven't done the campsite. Well, there's someone in the campsite now, but I haven't bothered to figure out who they are. Deli the monkey. He wears sweater vests and he's awesome. And I think Annabelle, she's an anteater too, but I don't know. She wanders my plants, so I don't have any problems with her. Like I planted a bunch of flowers.
There's been a
and
couple of
They're all just like wandering them. I'm like, all right, cool, sure. I don't need to do that.
There's been a couple villagers that like the internet have really taken a liking to in this game. There's one in particular. He is the only way to describe him, Rich, is like he's if you were a cat. Like he's always wearing a waistcoat.
Raymond?
Raymond, that's it. That's exactly it.
I can't express enough how much I want Raymond. I cannot. I have his outfit from Pocket Camp, and I specifically went after him. He was a new one actually added in New Horizons.
Because the other thing that kind of made a lot of people drawn to him is, sometimes if you give your villagers clothing, they'll wear it if it suits them.
Yeah.
And the thing about Raymond is if you give him, in the Kotaku article I saw, if you give him a maid's outfit, he'll wear it.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Funny.
I like it.
He's also a chimera.
What?
He has eyes that are different colors.
Oh, I was expecting some kind of like,
Not a horrible,
I thought we
terrible
were going
act
Full
against
Metal
God.
Alchemist thing.
yeah, really, like, oh god,
No, that's a really actually.
I was starting to get freaked out there.
Oh, I wish I could laugh.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I only have a certain number of emotes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, all I have is the ones that I can show off now. Like I got, yeah. So also, there's gonna be so many of these goddamn things. Like Gina just got one today called Resignation,
Really?
where it's literally just like a grumpy shrug.
Oh, there are some really funny ones. Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do here. I'll just show you. Don't mind me.
There he goes.
There
Check
he
this out on
goes.
YouTube. Make sure because I can only see from my feed and the camera follows me. So
I only
Wait a
have those
second.
8. Okay, good. I don't know. I keep getting taught just like I have disagreement, sleepy, distress. I was like, can you teach me something happy, please? Come on.
I got one called Shy, but it really doesn't look shy, especially when you're kind of standing, like coming up from behind a tree carrying an axe.
Nope.
Does this look shy to you?
Oh my. Now you're giving us the
Mercury.
eyes.
Yeah,
I have
just
that
kind of like the evil eyes.
I disagree with that.
Like, hey, how's it going? I like your hat.
No, God! He's right behind you.
Hi, Death. How you doing?
So let's talk about local multiplayer, because that's something I kind of want to bring up, or just multiplayer in general, because all of us have significant others. So we're all used to sharing this island. At least I believe so. Rich, are you and Aaron sharing the same island?
No, we have separate switches and islands.
Oh.
Oh well, la-di-da. This conversation doesn't affect you. Max.
Yes. I am.
So
sure.
have you tried the local multiplayer yet, like playing at the same time?
Yes, but it was very early on, and then I played a lot and Jess didn't play a lot, so now it's sort of like I just let her play to sort of like just do stuff and catch up. Or if we do play together, I usually just am doing something else or just kind of like palling around, being like, please don't move that thing that you just went through. That's fine. Why are you digging? Oh, okay, that's okay.
So Gina and I have been playing together a lot, and so if you're playing as the second player, because like I said, Animal Crossing is her series, so she is the island representative. Like if you look at my passport, I'm not the island representative, I just live there. So there is a lot of progression that I can't be part of because I'm not the first player. All the game progression is really tied to the first player and any other subsequent people who live there as, you know, second, third, fourth, whatever players. There's only so much I can do. Like, when you first get some new villagers to come, Tom Nook says, hey, pick out where you want these houses to be. By the way, you know, we need some furniture. Can you make the furniture? And you would go, yeah, and you just bring it to these houses. Well, I couldn't do that. I didn't learn those recipes. And it just happened that I knew one of those recipes, and I couldn't deliver it to the house. I had to give it to Gina, who would then deliver it.
Huh.
So, you know, it was a little surprising at first, but I mean, we can, you know, we've quickly gotten used to it. And some of the more important stuff, like when you lay down bridges, you can pay these, you know, the little gyroids to, you know, oh, you know, we need, like, you know, 10,000 more bells, chum. Can you give it, pal friend? I can absolutely donate bells to that. And, you know, I have my own progression, but second player really is second player in this.
Yes, and unfortunately you can only have the one island per console.
Absolutely, and that's another thing that, like, people were review bombing the game on Metacritic
We
for
were
that.
upset about it, and I just have to say, as a long-time player, this is nothing new. I understand why people are upset about it, but I did not expect anything different, nor should anyone else have. But if you're new...
I mean, even in the original Animal Crossing, it was all tied to the memory card, though, so you could always switch out a memory card and have a different town under the same...
It was a little more modular in that way, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I can understand some of the... I can understand some of the grief about it.
For some reason, it's just this, like, sort of backwards way of doing things that Nintendo has done in certain... But it feels, like, right. And I can't explain what that is. It's not like I should give them a pass, but I'm like, alright, well, this is just... I know where I am. I'm in a Nintendo game.
Or is it real life? I don't know. I've been here all day.
Here on Ia Island.
Yeah. Actually, I really haven't played a lot today. I'm kind of disappointed. And I'm disappointed that they nerfed the egg drops because I needed some of those eggs now.
Did you actually...
I think you're the only person I know that actually is enjoying this event.
I have all the stuff
Like-
made almost. I'm so close.
Like, as
enjoy
soon
it.
as I saw this egg tree over here, I've just been itching to just...
Oh, you just want to cut it down, huh?
Oh, just go to town on it. Let's talk about something else, though. Because when we first got here, before we started the stream, I complimented Max on this lovely, you know, studio setup, you know, with the microphone and the tables.
Oh,
The
yeah.
outside decorations is just such a nice touch for this game.
Oh, the fact that you can do stuff outside is like, it's completely revolutionary for this game. And like
being able
Build
to,
that
yeah.
either, so that's cool.
it just stretches your own goals so much past the own story gives you, and it's
Yeah,
amazing.
You can start like putting like a beach area with like towels or chairs or whatever, or
Yeah.
you can put up like a playground. I saw somebody on whatever 5 of the Facebook groups I joined of Animal
I know.
Crossing
I
last week.
Yeah,
Went a
Gina
little
built a
crazy.
pretty awesome playground
Nice.
in our town in Pawnee.
Dude, you gotta show us your entry gate here. It's really nice.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's do a nice tour, because, you know, as much as I enjoy sitting around talking, it does get a little boring visually, so let's check this place out.
Sure. Yeah, this is the entryway. You'll notice the eggs and all the flower. Ooh, that one's purple. I didn't notice that. Where we do flower?
Oh yeah, all the cross-pollination.
Beautiful.
Never worked.
Like the museum right up here.
It's a good spot for the museum. I like it.
Yeah, I just wanted all this, like the town square, all that stuff to be close, so I didn't have to be like, where's the freaking museum? So, and it's like 2 steps away from my house, so I'm like, grab all my fossils at the same time.
Yeah, you went central style like I did, and I kind of like that. It's a bit clumped, but it's very easy to get to and from the right
Like
spots.
everything, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go to my house next, just because I'm proud of the stone spray that I made, and that's what I did, and then everything else is just done in the house. But I enjoy
I don't
it.
even know where he went. Oh god.
Yeah, there's a bunch of trees everywhere. Sorry. I'm proud.
Ah, it's rustic. I like it. I like having everything centralized too, because it kind of gives up north like more of a wilderness vibe.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for.
Yeah.
Like, have all the houses
Ooh.
here.
Got some money bells. Oh my
Don't you
god.
shake my monies.
Don't
Oh,
you
I'm
shake
not
them?
touching them, but god damn, man, shake those loose.
I know, I've been trying to.
It's-
I think Jess planted a couple of them too, so I'm not exactly sure like whose money is whose, but eventually I'm just gonna be like, it's like 900.
Couple of creatures.
Yeah, that was just stuff. But Jess didn't have a house at the time, so we had to put all her stuff outside. There's a lot more in the house. I don't want to.
You have a Nintendo Switch lying on the ground outside here.
I do. It's okay. Yeah. No. It's not even
bring
set
that
up.
in?
It's just there. You know. What else?
Hey,
Oh, I
look at
had
that.
I had a little beachfront set up, and then I moved all the stones to make the chairs over there. But I like this skull radio. I don't know what purpose it
Skull
serves.
radio? Wait a minute, I
Yeah.
lost.
Over here.
Where the
I'm down here. Sorry.
Oh,
Nope, there you are.
I like this.
ooh. Oh, the skull radio. Is
Oh, that thing is super fucking cool.
It's and I love it.
It's a CD player even.
It is. It's so cool.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that's like
badass.
that's like the only really like this is the only developed section of this island. Like all over here. I had a plan for that blank space. That's sort of why it was there, and then I didn't know what to do with it, so this like helped me give it purpose. I've seen people make like cafes and all that, but
Oh yeah.
I think also once, I mean, at least, you know, actually, I'm curious as the second player. I'm not even sure what kind of terraforming powers I'm going to get.
Oh, I wonder. Yeah.
if at all, yeah.
Because I'll absolutely give Gina credit. She has done all the work behind making our island look as good as it does. I'm just there to fish. Fish,
Good life.
catch some bugs. That's it. Also, again, I just gotta say this NEH pattern is really good.
I know I want to make it a clothing thing to share, but you can't copy designs into the pro design, so I'll have to do it all over again. It wasn't hard, it just
Well, once you figure out how to do it, you know.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have,
you wanna-
you have the Able Sister shop yet?
yes I do. Actually I haven't gone in today, but yes I did.
Oh, so you can just upload that pattern and
Yeah, if anyone's
Well, I'll
looking, my
I'll totally
my
rep the
wardrobe
NEH
is there.
hat.
I love this hat. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
yeah,
It's great.
That's super nice.
turn out so good. I don't know what actually I have it. My brother has a T-shirt that looks like this shirt. I think that's what inspired it. And I was like, man, that looks really cool. I want to wear that. It's like I can wear it as a person in my animal. That sounds like fun.
Oh, Gina actually helped. She says you get the terraforming as well as player 2, so I have that to look forward to.
Nice.
I get to kind of open up the area around my house because I'm on the beach. Gene and I both got houses on the beach,
Oh, I love it.
which is nice. I really do enjoy it. But the ridge that goes up to like the actual level ground is right behind my house, so I don't have room to put like a fence or anything. So when I finally get terraforming, I'll kind of open that up a bit and make a little more space.
Nice. I'm too cheap to buy
But
another
also,
one.
the patterns are just really cool. Some of the stuff you can do with the patterns, like let's see if I
wearing
can put one down because I downloaded
custom-
a couple that were really good.
You can't put them down.
No,
I was gonna do that too. I have several like album covers that I'm working on converting into 6x like big, huge.
Oh, I can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
you're a
instantly.
town.
Oh, that's my island.
but
No, I keep calling it town or village instead of island.
the couple that I got were a couple of Daft Punk album covers, which are really cool.
Yeah, and I did Dead Mouse album covers.
Yeah, I saw that, but like this Luigi hoodie, like I made that.
This hoodie I'm wearing is based off of a real hoodie that I own.
Oh, the like Techno Wizard one.
No, just like an all black one with some cool writing on the sleeve.
Oh, that's really cool.
This thing has
Just-
always kind of encouraged creativity, but the level of creativity in this game is just unbelievable.
Ridiculous. I love it.
It's like my imagination became untethered, and I just want to do so much.
I'm mad that I'm limited by the store and by stuff that I can buy and acquire, though. Like, I keep looking for, like, cool techie stuff, or, like, just, I don't know.
Same.
I feel like, that store upgrades eventually, right? Each cranny gets bigger.
You'll
Yeah, once you-
probably see that maybe around April 20th. No, I mean, it's about a month after the game came out, which I think it takes that long.
I think it's actually if it's how much money you spend.
Is it money? Sometimes it is money based.
Once you spend, because Gina kept saying, once we get to spend 70,000 bells at Nook's Cranny, it does expand. And I've seen images of an expanded shop.
I'm just gonna have to start buying random stuff, because
The question is, does it expand past the first expansion? Because it used to.
Oh, like, bigger, more stuff.
Well, it became a shack to a store to a department store. So like,
I wonder.
yeah, that'd be pretty nice.
I've seen like cities. Well, I mean, I guess that's just people putting in a lot of time, but I've seen like city-looking ones, so that fits in right there.
On this game?
Yeah, I don't know if it was just like how they had it arranged, but like it looked like power lines and like streets instead of just like a little road.
Okay.
I was pretty jealous, but I guess that's just when you have a lot of free time instead of working 8 hours a day and then also playing this game. Or
Yeah, exactly.
definitely not playing while working.
Definitely not.
Perish the
I
thought.
would never do that. Yeah, just a little bit.
If there's one thing this series has done, is it's taught me more about investments
Yeah, right?
with the stock market.
Oh my, the stock market.
It's so cool. I like it a lot. And I like Rich, your dedication to the data. It's pretty
Mhm.
fascinating. Like, watching.
Yeah, I mean, I put together like a trend graph, and so if people report what their sell price is that day, we can all look for a real peak and opportunity to sell. So it's been good. Last week,
With your full Google Doc, like
yeah,
updating spreadsheets as you input data.
yep.
It's
well-
it's incredibly helpful.
Oh, I'm glad. That's why I did it. I mean, we all made out pretty well last week, selling at like 432. Not bad.
Sold mine for 551, but that just happened to be a random person I found on Twitter.
I know.
So-
I'm like actually resisting the urge to just respond to these random people who are obviously time traveling in order to get very high rates.
Well, if I read it right, if you time travel while you have turnips, they immediately rot.
They do. That's true.
So you can't game the system like that.
But you can advertise your sell price
Oh,
without you
yeah.
gaining anything, and just it's different day to day.
Yeah, I see. That's the thing. I'm very much against time traveling. Just it kind of makes it. It's almost like a pay to win kind of thing. Like, you know, you're breaking the system in order to get immediate progression. And I mean, if people do it, more power to you, because, you know, it's a single player experience or a
You
mode.
can do it,
You know,
and
it's on your own
fine.
Switch. It's not affecting other people's games.
But I like to feel like I earned everything, and it taking time is a nice slow burn. And I'm very much enjoying it.
You really feel the effort paying off.
Yep.
You
I
do.
definitely.
I do, at least. Yeah.
So I'm hoping somebody gets a nice high spike this week around Wednesday or Thursday.
Well, let's hope. Because I need to sell them for at least 500.
Yeah, I'm getting. I mean, I don't know. As long as it's more than 3, I think I'll be okay. I just want to make a decent profit and not have it be wasted.
I spent about 150,000 on bells because I've been using most of my money to pay off Mr. Nook.
Yes.
You know, every little bit, you know, throw a little bit here and there. Only got like 70,000 on this last expansion.
About Tom Nook. Is he the best landlord?
Yeah, no interest. Pay whenever you want.
Hey, whenever. That's the fantasy. That
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's why everybody plays. They're like,
my
don't have any
mortgage is
debts
paid
here.
off. Finally.
oh my god.
Thank you. Oh, also we got Frank, friend of the site and friend of a couple of us, Frank Duran. Thank you very much for joining, Frank, and thank you for liking the idea. This is yeah, no, this is something that we just kind of threw together, and I
don't
say
wanna
that,
do
but
it
this
more
was like this was like a week of planning.
Yo, this studio could get crazy over time. So, you know,
could.
anyone that wants to donate.
Yeah, we're taking.
We
we're
take
taking
bits
donations.
and bells.
Oh man, that would be so.
See, now I kind of want to. I think what I might do with my next expansion is make like a full studio.
That'd be cool.
So we can occasionally do like these, even if we don't talk about Animal Crossing, we can use this as like a live stream for our regular NEH podcast.
You certainly can.
Wait, you gotta make it realistic. It has to be a pool table that we sit around.
You know
Or
what?
a
I'll
ping
try.
pong
We'll
table.
see if we can find one.
That's amazing.
Over at Nook's Cranny, this today we have a. I mean, it's not called a beer pong table, but it's a
Definitely.
beer pong table.
Mm-hmm. I think I have that actually. The outdoor table.
Yeah, I think
Wait,
that's what it's
wait,
called, like
outdoor
outdoor
table?
tables. Yeah.
Yeah, I put that next to my pool actually.
Yeah, outdoor table.
Disappointing thing about the pool, you can't go in it.
That's so dumb.
I haven't even seen anyone else enjoy it, but it's pretty.
It looks nice. I have a heater for a hot tub, but not the recipe or the finding of the hot tub, and I just gave up on that after a while.
Hot tub heater.
Yeah, it's like a heat. I was like, cool, so I can get that, but when and where? I'm hoping it drops
Yeah.
from a balloon.
That's where I've
Literally,
got
my entire room
weirdest
is just
stuff.
balloon stuff, like rattan table, rattan bed.
I
and
got
I'm like,
a praying mantis head mantle thing. It sticks on my wall just from a balloon.
"Oh, I'm having Flick make one of those.
Nice.
And then
Actually, Gina found this helmet that I'm wearing from a balloon, and she didn't
sick.
want it, and she immediately knew that I would love it.
you got a very Captain Falcon vibe going on, and I really like it.
Well, this is called, was it like a Zap helmet? And so you can get like a full Zap outfit, and it's supposed to be based off like the Super Sentai stuff.
Oh, cool. All right, I like that a lot. I like the color scheme too. I don't know. I'm digging it. And the the reflection, I can see like metallic.
Don't scream. Boom. All right. I think it's that time where we should talk about what this game does well and what it doesn't do well.
All right.
Right? Because I mean, there's so many good things I could say about it, but there's also like I have a complaint.
Alright,
Did
what's
fishing always used to suck this bad?
Fishing?
All right, it's not terrible, but like those fish, they do not want to be caught by me, huh? They just dodge
Oh my god.
left,
Oh my
right,
god.
left, right. I'm like, come on. You know what I'm saying?
It's like they were trained by Patches O'Houlihan or something. Dodge, dip, duck, dive, dodge.
I don't know why it feels so clunky to fish sometimes. I don't know if it was ever like that before, but like, I can't remember.
I find it aggravating, and then also don't find it aggravating at times when I like can nail.
Yeah,
right
sometimes
where
I'm in the
fish is.
rhythm,
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
Oh yeah.
I just
I
get
finesse
annoyed
it,
when
and
it's
so
like,
it's like,
why is a tire or a can fighting me this much? You can't tell me that that's what's happening down there. Son of a bitch. There's a fish over
I did have one time where I was trying to get the string fish, and so I kept, I made like 20 bait or something, and I just threw it into the river, and the fish would spawn, and I just had it perfectly set up where I would just turn like maybe 10 degrees to the left, cast my line, and it would just drift down the river right to the fish every single time, and I had it almost like a friggin' like an assembly line, just bait, line, fish, bait, line, fish, and it just worked, and it felt really good just to have that whole complete.
did you get him? The stringfish?
Not with that bit of bait. Actually, I ended up catching the stringfish by happenstance, just walking along that river an entirely different time.
Nice, because your method actually works for me.
Like using all that bait just to get absolutely nothing, and then finally it just showed up.
That's gotta feel good. That's like the time I caught 2 coelacanths in a row.
To
I have
what?
found nothing cool besides an oarfish.
Coelacanth, the ancient
Oh, okay.
fossil fish.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, one in my house.
Gina just said bait, line, bass, repeat. Hey, that's a C plus right there.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh my god. The C plus is the new arrow to the knee.
Yeah, really, it kind of is.
I think it's
Am I-
funny if people are discovering all the puns for the first time.
I love the puns. They're so
Oh god, all the Manila is my favorite flavor of clam.
cool.
Animal Crossing loves its puns.
It was someone's job at Nintendo to write those puns.
Oh yeah.
Someone
Jealous
got
of it.
paid by Nintendo of America to write Manila is my favorite flavor of clam.
I'm so
I have
jealous of
to-
that job.
I have to commend the writing actually, because like they make these guys talk with text in such personable ways that vary so much, and you didn't think it's really like it's just text chat.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like,
but they just impart so much personality in all of these characters and all of these villagers.
yeah, it's great.
So, if we're talking about things that we want improvements on, my 2 biggest gripes. One is one that I know a lot of people have. If my DIY workbench is in my house, I should just be able to craft for my storage.
Thank you.
I shouldn't have to fish around my storage to put the stuff in my pockets,
Yeah.
just to, then make it. It's in my storage. My DIY bench is in my house. Yeah, I agree, Mike. The localization team killed it. They did such a good job. The other one is if you're in the Able Sisters shop, you can only buy 1 item of that type per visit in the fitting room. So if I want to buy like 5 different tops, I have to buy the top, leave the fitting room, go back in the fitting room, buy the top, leave, and do that over and over and over again. That could be a little frustrating. But this game came out, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago now? We're already on version 1.14.
They've been patching it. Like
They patched it a lot. Like, I think
Quick.
the initial release was 1.0. The day 1 patch was 1.1.
Yep.
And now we're at 1.14.
Yeah.
They are paying attention to this game. They're treating this almost like a games as a service style game
I love that.
once we start getting some bigger updates, as well as all the holiday stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And they even updated the holiday, like I said before, the eggs to be less with the bolt. So I mean, they're even
Yeah.
paying attention with the minute stuff of complaints
In
on
real
how
time,
aggravating
though.
it is. Yeah.
How many game companies take forever to respond to any kind of... This is like the one complaint you heard, and like, okay, we fixed it.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Wow.
kudos to this whole team just working on it. Also, I didn't hear it in my game, but I was watching a live stream of someone else playing this game, and it was like their day 2 of playing the game, and they had the radio set up in their tent. I heard Totaka's song. It just plays on the radio.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, like it just like at some point you'll just hear it's like, oh, holy shit, that's Totaka's song. Just that little like 19-note melody that just is so good.
You know what I really want to be introduced? If I'm gonna upload my designs on that kiosk, there should be a thing where like people can see and rate them in a browse designs thing.
Kind of like the way they do like Mario Maker, where you
Wouldn't
can
that be
see
cool?
designs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
we have to rely on all these outside methods. Why not just build it in?
Though Nukipedia has done a really good job kind of bringing all of that together. Like you can search for specific keywords, you can search by what you're looking for, like a dress or a pattern. So, I mean, outside sources have really helped it, but yeah, like a
They could easily do that.
a native in-engine thing to kind of build it all would just be really helpful.
Yeah, it would be cool. Also, the chat is terrible. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah, even using the Nook phone app on my actual phone.
I mean, that's better. It actually improves it like a lot.
but there's still like a really like limited character limit. You're better off using like
I know Discord
just-
in real life.
yeah, like using Discord,
Yeah.
calling on the phone or like a separate messaging app.
But it's always been like that too. I mean, I remember. Okay, when I played the original, I'm sorry, not the original, but when I played Wild World on the DS, I'm talking about a real ways back here. I used to go and talk on forums online, before social media, talk on forums, and arrange people to go meet up in my Animal Crossing Wild World town. And I'd have to go to McDonald's to get Wi-Fi because I didn't have it at home.
Oh, man.
And I would ride my
Jesus.
bike to go play Animal Crossing at McDonald's with strangers. And have a blast.
There you go.
Oh god, that
And type messages out to them, like, and I'm like, this is the coolest shit.
just nostalgia right there then.
Oh yeah. But it's 2020. Maybe let's not struggle to type, and chat.
Well, I mean, like you said earlier, Nintendo works in mysterious ways when it comes to some of the stuff in their game, because some stuff they'll just knock right out of the park, and other times they'll.
But they're behind the curve sometimes, completely.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's like that it's like that Simpsons joke with Principal Skinner. Am I out of touch? No, it is the kids who are out of touch.
What else? The story was cool. I liked the way that it was used as a vessel to get towards your island, but I mean, little hollow. I don't think it could be really helped.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do. I will say the music in this game has been kind of forgettable.
I mean, it's still good. It's still reminiscent of all the music tracks that I love. It's actually funny because when it started and I didn't have anything developed, I'm like, where's the music? Were you guys like wondering where the music was at first? And then it was not until you open your what's it called, the plaza, that the music like kicks in.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm not going crazy. I'm like, they didn't half-ass the music, right? They at least put it in.
Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong, this music has been enjoyable, but, I mean, I can't say too much about other Animal Crossing games because I haven't played them, but just from what I've been hearing from other people, as well as just my own impressions listening to the music in this game, it's just not that.
It's reminiscent of the old ones, but it is really hard to capture like really perfect you know,
Yeah, exactly.
tracks. But the style's there, and it's great. Exactly as campy as I remember it.
Still got a great vibe.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and also this is just such a chill game. Like just looking at everything around us right now, like this is just such a nice chill environment. It's just so laid back and happy.
Absolutely. And you can do this.
Yeah, exactly. You have party poppers. Do you have a finite number of those, or do you just buy a party popper and you can set it off as many times as you want?
Well, I bought 20.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
you have limited uses.
Yeah, let's party on.
Would you drop a couple?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Alright, ready? We'll do it at once.
Yeah, all right. I think this is actually a good place to to call it. So I think we'll finish this off with a pop. I don't know. Anything else you guys had for?
I mean, I'd love to do this again.
Yeah, same.
Absolutely,
I look
man.
forward to this continued saga of chilling at somebody's island and just having a chat.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, like I said, doesn't even have to be about Animal Crossing. We can use this for like regular NEH podcasts, Pokemon podcasts, whatever the hell we want to talk about. Just in a nice, chill, fun environment.
And we
And
are
next
taking
time I'll dress
furniture
up.
donations.
Next time I'll dress up a little bit more. I was genuinely agonizing on what should my little avatar
should
in
I
Animal
wear?
Crossing wear.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a little absurd, but I don't know, I think that's all we got. So thank you everyone who jumped in and out of the chat. Anyone here joined
Yeah,
us,
thanks.
thank you very much. We'll definitely be doing this again. This is a lot of fun.
It was.
You know, stay the fuck indoors.
Yeah.
Subscribe to
Wash
NEH.
your damn hands.
Subscribe to NEH. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll still be doing, proper
Twitter.
podcasts, but this is just fun to do.
Yeah. Alright, ready on 3. 1, 2, 3. I was early.
That was like a Mexican wave. That was really cool.
It was.
Alright.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry. I meant to say. Oh, I put my hello.
That was like a bow. Like, that was like a cool like see you later bow. All right. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if they'll have the Satoru Wada like direct motion.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
I hope so.
All right. Bye, folks.
Goodbye.
All right. See you later.
Bye.